Tourism is a genuine driver of solidarity and development.
Let us all fully harness its power to bring people and communities together.
Abiding by the Global Code of Ethics for Tourism.
This way, tourism can keep delivering better opportunities
and sustainable development
For millions across the globe. Good day to everyone. Today we are going to discuss UNWTO's Global Code of Ethics for Tourism. As a fundamental frame for responsible and sustainable tourism, the Global Code for Ethics for Tourism is a comprehensive set of principles designed to guide key players in the tourism development. Addressed to governments, tourism industry, and communities of tourists alike, it aims to maximize sectors' benefits while minimizing the potential negative impacts on the environment, cultural heritage, and societies across the globe. To start the discussion, we are going to align the 10 articles of Global Code of Ethics for Tourism into one of the anchor destinations here in the Philippines, and that destination is Bohol. To kickstart, let's start with article number 1.
The first article, article number 1, talks about tourism's contribution to mutual understanding and respect between peoples and society. According to Republic Act of 1997 government, the court has recognized long occupancy of the land by an indigenous member of the cultural communities as one of the private ownership, which in legal concept is termed native title. Philippine law that recognizes and promotes the rights of indigenous cultural communities and indigenous people in the Philippines. Tourism is not only an industry but contributing to economic development, mutual understanding, peace, and social harmony too. Every people and every place possess a unique culture, experiencing different ways of life, discovering new food and customs, and visiting cultural sites have become lending motivation for travel, and as a result, a crucial source of revenue and job creation, particularly for developing countries.
Let's get on with Article 2, which is tourism as a vehicle for individual and collective fulfillment. Under Section 1 of Executive Order Number 53, which states that the province of Bohol may accept tourists for meetings, incentives, conventions and exhibitions, and events such as weddings, reunions, anniversaries, birthdays, and similar celebrations with at least 6 attendees from outside Bohol. The age restrictions for these purposes shall be relaxed, and the restrictions as to persons with comorbidities will remain to be strictly enforced, provided that all events must be coordinated with the Bohol Tourism Office. Another one is Municipal Ordinance Number 11, whereas the Municipality of Panglao, Bohol is in utmost support to promote a tourism industry that is ecologically sustainable, responsible, participative, culturally sensitive, economically viable, and ethically and socially equitable for local communities.
Article 3. Tourism, a factor of sustainable development.
This article talks about the sustainable development and how we should be responsible to our waste in order to preserve the natural resources. Executive Order Number 24, reconstituting the Municipal Ecological Solid Waste Management Board in the Municipality of Trinidad, Bohol, providing for its functions and for other purposes. The Republic Act Number 9003, otherwise known as the Ecological Solid Waste Management Act of 2000, especially Section 11, provided for the creation of the Municipal Solid Waste Management Board. Pressing issues and concerns related to solid waste management in the Municipality of Trinidad require management actions as mandated by RA 9003. The Municipality of Trinidad is committed to support the attainment of sustainable development and the provision of environment-friendly place for its populace, and there is a need to formulate a 10-year integrated solid waste management plan that would provide focus, direction, and guidelines to achieve the goals of the project of the municipal local government unit. Section 5 under Provincial Ordinance 2021-019 enabling policies for a sustainable local economic development, and legal compliance. The Local Government Code of 1991 or RA 7160 gives LGUs more power and authority to accelerate local economic development. Further, pertinent national insurances prescribe development directions and guidelines for LGUs.
Article 4. Tourism. A user of the cultural heritage of mankind and contributor to its enhancement. Under this article, it states that tourism policies and activities should be conducted with respect and archaeological and cultural heritage, which they should protect and pass on to future generations. The municipality of Buena Vista in province of Bohol made an ordinance that helped and maintained the old municipal building. Municipal Ordinance Number 8, Series of 2018. An ordinance declaring the old municipal building as a local cultural and heritage site of the municipality of Buena Vista in province of Bohol. Whereas the old municipal building of the municipality of Buena Vista, located at Poblacion Buena Vista, Bohol, embodies and exemplifies its richness and abundance of culture and history of the municipality, requiring its conservation and preservation to maintain the vast heritage and patrimony of the Boholano race, particularly the Buena Vista Hanon, for its present and future generations.
Let's move to the next article 5, which is tourism of beneficial activities for host countries and communities. That local communities in Bohol must be involved with the tourism activities and share equitable in economic, social, and cultural benefits of tourism, especially in terms of jobs. Ordinance 2021-01 on Bohol Economic Development and Investment with Sustainable Tourism and Other Activities under Section 16 for the accommodation facilities, convention, event, meeting centers, tourism training centers, ecotourism paid agricultural centers, including nature, adventure, and theme parks, mountains, island resort pilgrims, and meditation facilities. Also, they include museums, driving sports, and recreational facilities, health and wellness facilities. Besides, they put in the malls, restaurant, food outlets, delivery services. Lastly, the OT accredited tourism transfer services, all of will be beneficial not only the people but also the whole community.
Article 6. Obligations of stakeholders in tourism development. The law produced the Bohol Tourism Master Plan, which will be unified directions of the province to further harness and sustain its vast tourism potentials. Province of Bohol, 2007. This law was further strengthened by the promulgations of the Tourism Act of 2009, RA 9593. This ordinance urged and encouraged partnership among stakeholders in developing and governing tourist activities. In 2017, province prepared the Bohol Surprise Tourist Programs, which highlighted 12 new local ecotourism destinations. The same year, the province, along with the DOT, the United States Agency for International Development, and private sector representatives, launched the province's new branding Behold 284 Carl Milos Arpolilan Bohol. This branding aimed the project to revival of Bohol after the 2013 earthquake, developing Bohol tourism as a collaborative effort between the provincial government and municipalities. In connections with Article 6, tourism professionals and so far as it depends on them should show concern and cooperations with the public authorities for the security and safety, accident preventions, health protections, and food safety of those who seek their services. Likewise, they should ensure the existence of suitable systems of insurance and assistance.
As stated in the Article 7 of the Global Code of Ethics for Tourism, the universal right to tourism must be regarded as the corollary of the right to rest and leisure. It also said there that social tourism and in particular associative tourism, which facilitate widespread access to leisure travel and holidays, should be developed with the support of the public authorities. With these guidelines from United Nations World Tourism Organization, we can say that it somehow influenced the tourism ordinance that the province of Bohol passed way back in 2014. In their Municipal Ordinance number 11 series of 2014, it stated there exactly at the Section 8 of Article 3 that cognizant of the importance of public-private partnership in the management of local tourism projects and initiatives, thereby ensuring accessible and affordable destination, particularly in development and enhancement of all dive sites and marine protected areas. The local government unit shall initiate and enter into a Memorandum of Agreement or Memorandum of Understanding with an institutionalized and accredited diving organization in the municipality of Panglao, Bohol in the implementation of certain provisions of this ordinance. Likewise, the rules and regulations promulgated or shall be promulgated by the said contracting dive association shall form an integral part of this ordinance.
Moving on to the next one, which is Article 8, that talks about the liberty of tourists' movements. Municipal Ordinance Number 02001, Series of 2002. An ordinance granting the Bohol Community Cable System, TV system, a franchise to construct, install, maintain, and operate a community antenna television cable system within the territorial jurisdiction of the municipality of Loon. Whereas the municipality of Loon, concomitant with its progress, needs the services of new information and entertainment facilities. In connection with Article 8 of the Global Code of Ethics for Tourism, tourists and visitors should have access to all available form of communication, whether it is internal or external. They should also benefit the same rights as the citizen of the country.
Now, let's proceed to Article 9, Rights of the Workers and Entrepreneurs in the Tourism Industry. This can be attributed to a low level of investments in the province, particularly in areas with high labor absorptive capacity, which can be attributed to a number of factors including the inability to fully utilize tourism as a growth engine for a local economy, insufficient infrastructure support, and the hesitancy of Boholanos entrepreneurs to invest in the province. While tourism is one of the potential areas, much work remains to be done to increase the beauty and appeal of Bohol, such as upgrading tourist service, boosting proportional efforts, and strengthening the support facilities. The availability of infrastructure's amenities has a significant impact on investors' locations decisions. Furthermore, when local entrepreneurs become a key players in local ventures, investors' confidence is increased. In the relation of Global Code of Ethics for Tourism, partnership and the establishment of balanced relations between enterprises of generating, receiving, and countries contribute to the sustainable development of the tourism and an equitable distribution of the benefits for its growth.
The last article, Article number 10. Municipal Ordinance Number 5, Series of 2018 in the Municipality of UNWTO, Bohol. A municipal code pursuing a public and private partnership for the people, initiative for local government approach towards development, adapting a contact management framework, providing for the procedure for selecting the private sector proponent, and providing for appropriations, incentives, and other purposes. The state recognizes the public and private's critical role, fosters public or private enterprises, and offers public or private enterprises necessary for investments. And also, the public and private sectors is encouraged to engage in infrastructure development and social service initiatives of local government units or LGUs, to what is commonly referred to as public-private partnerships. Aligning to Article number 10, implementation of the principles of the Global Code of Ethics for Tourism under number 1. The public and private stakeholders in the tourism development should cooperate in the implementation of these principles and monitor their effective application. One example is the Balik Bohol program. The Balik Bohol program was initiated from February 21 to March 14, 2021. This initiative is fully supported by the Department of Tourism, Tourism Board of the Philippines, and the Bohol Provincial Government. Now that's all for the 10 Global Code of Ethics for Tourism. Now let's have a moment of realizations provided by the students of UE Manila.
I realized that despite all the things that has been going on in the world, we haven't forgotten about what tourism has provided for us and how it can change people's life for the better. I realized that this has been another challenging year for our societies, our economies, and tourism. Restart tourism around the pillars of sustainability, innovation, people, and investing for a resilient future.
We should always remind ourselves to go green. Remember that a clean and healthy environment improves a quality of life.
The Global Code of Ethics for Tourism has a big role in the tourism industry because it sets a frame of reference for the responsible and sustainable development of world tourism.
In relation with entrepreneurship, consider the economic growth of tourism regions and attempt to generate new sustainable business by strengthening enterprises' capacity and motivation to develop, structure a business, management risk, and profit.
We are from the University of the East.
Choose tourism.
Choose UE Manila.